I was out here at the eastern pad. But that's
50 miles east.
from where we found him.
So here we are
Hey.
now.
Wait. Do you know where your parents are? Your family?
I guess he was on a picnic or a camping trip. He wandered off and got himself lost.
Been out in the woods, doing things his own way. Sounds like a boy after your own heart.
How long has he been out there?
6 years.
Nobody can survive in that forest for 6 years.
Filming this on. Actually, I just built a camera and it just started working. So, how did I build a camera in the middle of the forest? Well, you build the camera out of twigs. You see, twigs, they do a lot of things. You can build a lot of things with twigs. So I built the camera out of twigs. So now I'm here, gonna be, showing you around my new house. And here it is. Nothing special. It's not like one of those forts. It's just the woods. It's also my house. Here's my deck where I like to go out and sit. I always wanted a patio as a kid. So now I guess I have it. See the bridge out there? Nice. Good fork in the river right here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now you're probably wondering, like, if you're still alive and it's been like years and stuff, how are you still? What have you been eating? Because you got to eat. And I have a very particular diet. I like a lot of things. I like the finer foods, like the bagels, the fine bagels, the apples and stuff like that. So yeah, at first I started eating twigs because as I said, twigs really, really delicious. But twigs are nice, but yeah. And I tried leaves for a while. I did a leaf diet, but then, I figured, I started to get scurvy, and I realized, hey, I didn't follow my own advice. How to not get scurvy? Apples. Best way to not get scurvy. So I devised a way to plant apples. So I have an apple thing. So here it is. I think right here is my little apple farm. I think it's ready to dig up from the ground. It's like a potato. As everyone knows, apples grow like potatoes, and potatoes grow underground. So it's gonna dig that out, and boom, there we go. Nicely fresh cut thing of apples. I like to rough it. Most people, they go for the full apple, but I like it just the way it comes out of the ground, nicely sliced. So yeah, so let's just. I think this is Pink Lady. That's a good apple. Genetically modified, like the Honeycrisp. I genetically modify it myself before I put the seeds in the ground. Pretty solid apple. That's good. That's really good. Now, I know I have a big house, and there's a lot of places to go, and usually I like to move around, try different locations, sit in different chairs I made. This is my favorite spot to sit. Just right here, right here. Right over this nice cliff. You know what I mean? Just sit here, hang out, enjoy all that the wilderness really has to offer. This is like my, like in Titanic, when these like I'm on top of the world, you know? Really at top of the world. Not literally. I'm not literally top of the world. I mean, I think nobody's at top of the world because the world's flat. And we're all on the same flat level. But up there is taller than me, so I'm not at top of the world. But this is a really nice spot anyways. I like to pretend I'm at top of the world. I don't think Jack was at top of the world. Is the guy named from Titanic named Jack? The what's his name? The blonde guy. The blonde guy in Titanic. The guy's name was Jack, I'm pretty sure. But you all know what I'm talking about. You know the scene. Everyone knows the scene. I haven't even seen Titanic and I know the scene. So, you know, a lot of people get mad at me when I say, they're like, why haven't you seen Titanic? It's a great movie. And I'm like, I mean, I know the ending. I know history. The Titanic, like, as much as I like to watch a movie about a submarine that sinks, because that's what all submarines do. They sink. So you already know what's happening. If everyone gets on a submarine, you know it's going underwater. Because that's what submarines do. And I mean, there's the added thing of, yeah, it's history. Everyone knows that the Titanic went underwater because it's a submarine. And that's what people wanted it to do. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Just hanging out. Now, when I first moved into the house, I said, you know what? I told my realtor I wanted an indoor fireplace, like one, not one of those like schmoozy ones that like just you press a button they turn on, because that's not real fire. Can't be. That's like a hologram or something making the flames. I want a real fire. That one that I could stick a match in, you know, flick the match, you know, stick it up. So I was pretty happy to see when there was the previous owner had an indoor fireplace. They had it installed with the last owners of the house. But then I found out, you know, I was watching this TV and then I saw this advertisement. Turns out asbestos is actually caused by indoor fireplaces. So I don't want to get into asbestos. It's actually dangerous to have a fireplace in your house just because fumes and like fire and stuff. Especially with my house, like forests. Everyone knows forests you don't start a fire in. You know, what does the bear say? Only takes a spark. I can't remember his name though. But I remember he always used to say, he was a bear, and he always say, it always takes a spark. Like talking about sparks. I can't remember his name though. So I mean, it's nice. It's nice. You know, you have, let me go back to it. Let me show you this fireplace. It's nice. I mean, like, look, you have your fire. I mean, look, this is from the last owner. This is a relic. I mean, this house is very old, so this piece of coal could be like very old, dating back to the Stone Age. Speaking of Stone Age, thought I just heard a bear. So speaking back to Stone Age, these stones make up a mantle. You know, all the nice fireplaces have to have a good mantle. It's all about the mantle. And you get to put stuff on there, like, for example, this decorative twig right here. I could just take it and put it on my mantle. So even though I don't have a fire, I have a nice place to put my trinkets, you know? You always go to someone's house. There's two kinds of people in this world. One with an empty mantle, and one with a full mantle, with like a lot of stuff in it. You know what I mean? Like my old house used to have pictures on it and like candles. Though I never understood why we put candles on it, because I mean, why would you have candles on a mantle? Like, because the mantle is something that holds fire. So like, yeah, it's cool to have candles. I love candles, right? I have candles all the time, except not in here because you can't have fire in the forest. But I love candles. But the thing is, if you're gonna have, I mean, it's like having like a slider and eating a slider with a cheeseburger, like a bacon cheeseburger, like a big one. Like the Grand Big Mac, now available at McDonald's. That's another sponsor right there. Like the Grand Big Mac versus like a small Mac, a mini, because you can get the small one too. Like, I mean, if you want to get a small Big Mac, or it's not a small, it's small Mac now, you can get that one, right? That's fine. If you want a little taste. If you want a small fire, then get a candle. But if you're gonna have a Grand Mac, you don't have a small Mac as well, because then like the small Mac just gets like what's the point, right? But if you have a big, if you have a candle, you have a fire, what's the point of having the candle? Just have the fire. That's the long story short. So I used to count the days. Yeah, I used to count the days. But then I realized, if I'm going to be starting, I'm basically starting my own society here. And we're coming along very well. We're just working on the wheel now. We're basically going through we're restarting the process of humanity. So like, we just like people are dumped on the earth, and then it leads to us, right? We get all the technology. But now, we're starting again. Like, I just made a camera out of twigs. We're working on the wheel, though it's hard to like bend the twigs to make, because we're using twigs here. We're limited resources. So we got a bunch of twigs, and we're just making stuff out of twigs. So we're working on the wheel now. Oh, hey, Bill. So we're working on the twigs now, and yeah. So we're working with the twigs. So let me explain to you the process of making the wheel here. See, I just bent it. I was trying to curve it, it bent. So we're working on the wheel. It's coming along. We're working on boats to travel along the river. Working on a lot of things. We're starting our own. Oh, that's gross. I think this was a bad idea. This is why you always wear rubbers, kids. Oh my goodness, this is awful. This is my own. I'm gonna have to make a new pair. I just turned twigs into these shoes. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, this is just the worst day ever. So yeah, I invented my own form of time. It's called the sun. Somewhere up there, which means it's about, I don't know, maybe 12 p.m. at night when the sun is up there. It's 12 o'clock p.m. That's what I say. 12 o'clock a.m., 12 o'clock p.m., same thing. I don't know. So we have our own calendar now. We are actually in the year 2 because it's been 2 years. Or at least I think it's been 2 years. I was counting the days, and I was like, let's split this up to years. And I couldn't remember how many days were in a year. I think it was like 76. So it's been like 2 years. Hey, wow. Wow, that's amazing. First robin of spring. Or at least I think it's spring. I don't know. It's warm out. It might be summer. It might be winter. There's another one. Second robin of spring. Let's see if we can get nice and close to that. Nice and close. I'm gonna zoom a little bit. Oh, it just flew away. You probably saw it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's a robin. We've all seen a robin, and yeah. So yeah, zoomed in on that robin. But so yeah. So this is me. This is yeah.
Yeah.